Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back for another video. Today we're going to be working on the bumper. I'm not sure if I'm going to be wrapping it the whole way today, but I definitely want to work on the inlays and figure out where I'm going to use the inlays. I'm still trying to, plan it out and figure out what the best way is going to be to get this done. We'll see how it goes. We're just going to tackle it, go for it, see what happens. But first we got to cut out some material. So let's go ahead and do that now. Inlays I know 100% I'm going to do are going to be right in this area. I mean, I may be able to wrap into there, but I don't know. Why stress about it, Inlays going down here, boom, in this little area. And as you can see, I already did kind of do some experimenting just to get an idea how the seam's going to look. I mean, at the right angle, you really can't tell. I mean, it's really going to be me and other rappers who are going to notice the seams, just stupid stuff like that. But your average person isn't going to be like, oh, what the heck? Why is there a seam there, guy? Anyways, it doesn't even matter to me. I'm getting this done. And it looks decent. It looks freaking good. You can't even tell from far. I'm not going to stress about it. So we're definitely putting an inlay down this area and around the license plate. Right in here, probably do a separate one for the whole back side and then lay one in on the underside. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm gonna, well, obviously I'm gonna do a separate piece for the very bottom. I'm just trying to make it a little easier, a little more, less stress, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just kind of nervous. I'm just kind of nervous because I've never done a bumper before. Well, I guess there's only one way to learn, and that's just going for it. I mean, you can only watch so many YouTube tutorials until you actually have to handle the business and do the real thing. And that's exactly what stage I'm at right now. So wish me luck, and you guys will see the outcome and if I fail or succeed. So stay tuned. I'm hoping I can pull this off. So here we go. So I just had a brilliant idea. Since I have all this excess vinyl, I figured why not donate a piece to science. So I'm going to do some practicing. I'm going to just experiment and wrap half of my bumper, and I'm not going to do any inlays yet. I'm just going to go for it and see what I can do, see what's possible for my skill level, and determine how I'm going to tackle the real thing on the whole piece. It's just less of a chance for me to screw up the whole bumper. I'm just going to practice on half, get the technique down, and go from there. So let's see what the time lapse brings you. Okay, I think this practice session is over, and I think it was well worth the extra time to do it. I learned a lot over this short little period. Not really learned a lot, but I'm just learning, more or less learning how to read the vinyl and what way it needs to be pulled. So I was able to actually tuck into this recess, but it definitely took a lot of tension. So I'm not sure how long it would hold up if I ended up doing it this way. I was just kind of curious to see if it was possible for me at my skill level. I almost forgot about this recess here, right on the side of the bumper. Similar to the door recess, but this one's actually deeper. A little bubble coming up right there, but that's all going to go away in the post-heating. Again, this is just a practice run, and I'm very happy that I took the extra time to do it. It kind of built my confidence back up here, and it shouldn't be that bad. It really should not be that bad. So here's a pretty good example as to why I use so much excess. It may be a little ridiculous, but you can see where I'm actually I get under the vinyl like quite a bit, and it allows me to pull it, or I just have control over it wherever I need it. And you can see down here it's all like bunched up. So if I only left myself like maybe 3 inches of excess, that would be cutting it pretty close, because by the time I'm done wrapping, my ends are just a big jumbled mess. But that's just my style, man. Reckless. Goodbye, practice piece. It's been nice knowing you, but it's time to go. Dang, it's really stuck on there. All right, we just got the bumper prepped, ready to go. I'm just working on the inlays now. Just laid down the knifeless tape. I'm just gonna be doing this little small section on each side. That's where the deep recess is. That way I don't have to worry about it later. Then I'll lay a piece on this flat side here. And I think that's the only inlays I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna go for it and try to tuck into here. That little practice session last night kind of gained me some confidence. So we'll see how it goes. So let's finish up these inlays and get to the real wrapping. Quick update. I just laid the first inlay, and man, that was kind of tough. I was thinking it was gonna be a cakewalk, but that's a pretty deep recess. You just have to tuck into the recess. It's very, very tricky, but somehow I managed to pull it off. All I have to do now is pretty much pull my knifeless tape off, and it should look pretty clean. You definitely wanna be sure the vinyl is really stuck down to the knifeless tape. That way you have a clean pull. I also learned over this vinyl journey to pull the knifeless tape when the vinyl is cold. You get a nice cleaner cut. Otherwise, if you try to do it when it's still warm, you'll get like a gummy type of vinyl. So definitely don't want that. Okay, so I marked my knifeless tape with brown on it just to be sure that's the first one to pull. So let's pull the green. Get it started, just pinch it, pull it back. Expose this part there. That's actually what's gonna cut the vinyl. So we pull it back. Again, there's professional how-to tutorials on how to use knifeless tape. This is how I use it. So I'm just gonna peel it back to the vinyl, put your thumb on it, give it a tug, and we wanna do a nice even pull all the way. You try not to stop. You want the cleanest cut possible. And here we go. Pulling away from it. So that's gonna cut this piece all the way around. Should be 2 pieces of this green tape left, depending on what kind you're using. Pinch it. Expose the cutting string, peel it back, give it a tug. Boom. Hopefully it comes out clean. So I will have to actually use a razor blade up in this corner, but for the most part, the bulk of it's gonna be a nice clean line. So pull it off. See how our cut went. Oh yeah, looking really good there. Trim it up and I'll show you how it looks. Just did a little post heating, made sure all the edges aren't gonna be coming up. And this is the finished product here for my inlay. It's my first successful inlay on the bumper. Everything looks pretty clean, pretty straight. It's a tiny little finger right there you barely can see, but that's actually where the seam's gonna be, so it shouldn't be a big issue. A couple more inlays and we'll be wrapping. So we have 2 successful inlays completed. I'm just going through and putting more knifeless tape around the inlays. That way when I lay this piece here, I'll just pull the knifeless tape, have a nice clean edge. So let's knock this out, and I tell you, one day we're gonna get to the real bumper. Gotta do this small tedious stuff first to make the bumper laying easier in the long run. So it will be worth it. So here's my inlays, done and completed. They're looking pretty good. The lines came out pretty damn clean. I'm liking the way it looks for sure. That knifeless tape is a lifesaver. No cutting on the bumper. And yeah, it's just awesome. It really works well. Okay, maybe not too well. That's probably someone who laid it down crooked. But other than that, it came out pretty flawless. It's time. It is time. It's time to wrap the Big Daddy now. I almost forgot. I meant to lay some knifeless tape along this area here, all the way around. That way when I get the bumper laid down, I could just come through, pull the knifeless tape, and have a nice clean cut. And that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Quick shot of the knifeless tape all laid out. Pretty much the same thing that I did for the inlay. It'll leave nice clean lines around the corners. And I'm just gonna come in here with the razor blade once I tuck around this edge and trim it up there, and I think we should be okay. GoPro head. Alright, we're back. So I just got the vinyl kind of laid out a little bit, kind of feeling it out, making sure the spacing and everything's correct. Everything looks good to me. So let's go on ahead and start with undoing the backing paper here. Alright, here goes nothing. This is always the most nerve-wracking part right here. Sometimes it comes off nice, sometimes it doesn't. See how it's going to treat us today. Try not to crease it, but if you do, no biggie, because they will come out. Creases will heat out, no problem. See, just getting the backing paper off is a little challenging sometimes, but there it is. There's the wrap in its rawest form. Alright, let's start to work this out here. Okay, so we have to establish a flat side here. That way this will be kind of tacked down already, and it'll allow us to kind of pull around this curve here. Oh man, I'm excited, but kind of nervous. Kind of lock this in here. That way I can pull this back. I just want to reveal the body line with the cold stretch, at least on this flat part. Alright, let's see. How do I do this? What am I doing? I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing. Gosh, don't panic. Don't panic. Of course I know what I'm doing. Pull it back a bit. It's kind of what I'm looking for. It's going to establish this line here. Try to not get under it too much. Time to bring the heat in. We don't want to really heat much wrinkles. We just want to heat this part. At least this is how it went on my trial run that I tried. I don't think it's going to take too much heat. But let's see. So I want to take it wide grip here. Wide grip. Pull it back a little bit. Pulling left and right with my hands and back. There we go. We got somewhat of a line going here. So that's pretty much what we want. It's looking pretty good. Got a bumper line. We got this contoured here. Hopefully that's enough stretch. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this so far. We're just going to pretty much do the same thing. Peel it back just to where you already laid it down. Heat it up. Pull and stretch around. And you only want to heat it when you have it unstuck. Like that. All the way until there's no more creases. Kind of keep the vinyl flat as you're going. Just kind of heat it. Figure out when you think it's good enough. I really don't know. You can kind of feel it, how it's getting pretty pliable and soft. Just all around. See what we get here. Harley's kind of in the way, but not bad. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Damn it. Not really. A little better, but I could do better. Gotta try again here. It's definitely challenging, which I knew this was going to be probably the hardest part to this. So let's try again. Let's pull a little wider. Okay, I'm liking that. Looking pretty good there. Another section glassed out. Hopefully I don't screw anything up. Just gonna squeeze it on down. Kind of lock it in. Now this should be our last pull around. We'll see. Fold it over. Alright, let's go for it. Heat it up. Alright, let's see. Grab it wide. Pull towards you and up like a triangle. Okay, nice. I like that a lot. I'm liking that. Let's go on ahead and lock that in. Lock that in. Okay, we almost don't need I can't talk. Okay, we're getting there. Again, you want horizontal tension, not vertical tension. So if you got vertical wrinkles, you're doing something wrong. See, I'm doing something wrong. No. Let's fix this up here. These will escape out of the seam. This one I'll probably pull back a little bit. Yep, just like that, just like such. All the way to the edge. So boom, there it is. Squeeze your right, uh-oh, see? Uh-oh, failure. Just kidding. Easy, easy money. I honestly thought I was screwed for a second. It started to do the fingers and the vinyl started to bunch up a bit. And I thought I was screwed. I thought I screwed up. I ruined the whole bumper piece. I gotta start over. But I remembered, and there was excess vinyl kind of going off like to the left, I would say. You saw it in the time lapse, but I was working the vinyl. Any extra vinyl I was pulling to the right because it was easier to pull the excess all the way along this area because there was less tension on this corner. So it allowed me to pull the excess all the way over and work it all the way out. So that's what you guys just saw in the time lapse. Let's continue on, and hopefully we don't run into any more issues. But thankfully I know how to overcome it, usually. But we'll see what happens. Well, I think I did such a good job that I'm not going to use this knifeless tape that I laid out. I'm going to try to pull back the vinyl a little bit, pull off the knifeless tape, and then I'm going to wrap all the way up until this part. Everything looks pretty flat, and I can make it look good. So let's see if this works out. Whew, okay, I've been making some good progress. I just been going. Didn't really record much. Whatever time lapse you guys just saw was, I don't know, not sure. But making good progress. Just got all the inlays ripped off with the Nassus tape. And check it out. I mean, you can't even tell that there are inlays in there. It's coming along. I'm just doing the trimming around the edges. I'm realizing I have an issue on this underside here. The wrap doesn't really want to stick to this area. Maybe because I didn't clean it well enough. My original plan wasn't to wrap all the way under either. But since I made it so far, I figured why not. But I think I'll end up probably cutting it on the seam here. And then just running an inlay right on the underside. Alright guys, we are freaking wrapping this up here. I mean, I already wrapped it up, but I mean finishing it up. Yeah, we got the bumper back on. We even got the mud flaps on. Both sides. Everything looking good. Got them mounted back up. Seams are looking good. The tuck is nice. No silver exposed. Came out really nice. Even got the license plate area all cut out. Got the holes trimmed around. Got everything pretty much tidied up here. My bumper's a little wiggly. I don't know why. The screw's tight, but the part the screw screws into is loose. I'm not sure how to fix that. And I ended up stripping a wheel stud when I was taking off my wheel. This will be the second one that I've stripped, but it's going to be that one right there. I'm not sure if I can rethread it. I've replaced one stud in the past, so I know how to do it. It's not too hard. Just wanted to show you guys the progress and how it's coming along. Just got to put the wheels back on and the license plate, and I'm done. We are done with this wrap. It's official. Damn. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. There she is. Her finished state right here. Damn. It's just so good. So good. I actually do have to do one more thing. I gotta reattach my exhaust hangers. I detached it just so it can hang a little lower. That way I can tuck into here. But I kind of like it like that. Maybe too low. But maybe it would prevent my bumper from melting. It's been melting under here for a bit. You can see right there. Well guys, it's official. The bumper wrap is completely over. Everything's put back together and looking complete again. Looking more like a Subaru with the mud flaps on. Got those wide flaps for that wide stance. You guys saw the journey I went through to get this bumper wrapped. My first ever bumper. And it was nerve-wracking and very, very, very difficult. Definitely was the most challenging part of the car thus far. I think the front bumper is going to be the worst one, but thankfully I won't have to do that for a little bit, just because it's black and it doesn't look too bad. I also will have to maybe primer it, that way the wrap will stick because it's just polyurethane right now. So just giving you guys the little butt action here. It's looking pretty good. It's never looked better, let's just put it that way. This is where I'm signing off, guys. I want to thank you for watching the video and coming along on this vinyl journey with me. Can't believe we're almost done. I got the side skirts to do and the front bumper. I may also be doing some wrapping on my trim because it's all faded and old, and I can't have a nice awesome wrap and old faded crusty trim. So I'm thinking about vinyl wrapping all the trim. So stay tuned for those videos coming up. And if you guys are interested in anything that I've used during this whole journey, I have all the links below in the description if you guys are interested. I tried to make it as easy as possible for you guys to get what I'm using in my videos. This wrap journey has definitely been fun. I've learned a lot and I'm still improving every time I use the wrap or work with vinyl. And maybe you can give it a try for my videos or the countless other how-to tutorial videos. That's pretty much what gave me the inspiration and the confidence to do it myself and attempt it myself. And here we are almost done with a fully wrapped car. And I technically only screwed up one major panel, and that would be my trunk. If you guys haven't checked that video out, I'll put a card up above. And I definitely have improved. I've improved my skill because I know how to overcome the issue that I had with my trunk. I was supposed to tuck and glass out more, and I was just trying to squeegee, heat up and squeegee, and I know what I did wrong, so that's the most important part. And I also have extra wrap to redo the trunk. I'll be making a video on that, how to properly wrap a trunk without mistakes. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you again for watching my videos, my vinyl wrap journey, any videos really. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, whatever, just being involved is awesome. See you on the next episode. We'll be tackling the side skirts and maybe just wrapping up the whole vinyl, completing the whole journey. Alright, be sure to check out the next episode. Here we are, we're gonna get that angle up here. Be sure to check out the next episode, guys. Gotta go. Peace out. Later.